TMR Gang is about to go live online. Catch the video stream of the hottest and most awarded morning program on Philippine FM radio, The Morning Rush. Straight from the Monster Facebook page at RX931, the Monster YouTube channel at RX931, and twitch.tv/Monster RX931. Time to have fun with hosts Chico, Hazel, and Markki. Join the TMR Gang now. Stand by and enjoy the program.
Monster RX93.1. Time for the top 10 for today, and we are live on Facebook.
Woo! Facebook.com/RX931. We're on Twitch TV and YouTube live as well. Saying good morning to Juice Blank, who says FU lang, follow up. TikTok Philippines doesn't have a creator fund like the US and the UK, etc. We can only have sponsorships here, as far as I know, says Juice Blank.
Okay. And I think you can get work, right, from your videos. A lot of people hire TikTok creators now as over hosts.
Oh yeah, well yeah.
Yeah, hello to Janelle Margot, who says, sending a birthday greeting to my friend Oyi. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
And hi to Tony.
Nag-blending,
Oo nga eh.
Who says, sometimes touching is just my kulit, pang asar. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So when it comes to, tapos sabi niya, what is your exact delivery address for TMR? 17th floor, Strata 2000.
Ooh, why?
In
Why?
Ortigas Center.
Uy, may
Ay.
pa-delivery.
Ano yun? Ano
May
yan,
pa-
Tony?
Bekenemen pe.
May paayuda.
Ay, exciting. Aabangan namin.
Nako ha, wag mo kaming papaasahin.
Ay, oo nga, baka
Tapos,
paasa ka lang.
mamaya parang ano naman, ang lagay eh.
Ang lagay, wala. Walang lagay.
Ang luma nung ang lagay.
I know. It's very like 90s.
It's so, no, earlier.
Talaga ba?
Yeah, I would think 70. So, alam mo yung pag meron kang favor, yung kanya, uy, Chico, ano naman, baka pwede mo naman ako samahan sa, ang lagay eh.
Also, kung magpapadeliver, make sure hindi COD, ha?
Ay.
Labo yun, pag gano'n.
Yeah.
Or kung ano man, kung COD, paki-address
Markki
lang kay
Strom.
Markki Strom.
Actually, Chico Garcia na lang.
Hindi, di ba ikaw nga yung generous?
Nakita ko naman yung patotoy mo eh.
Ay!
Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Again, guys, patotoy here in our show is your paycheck.
Sweldo.
Paycheck.
Tsaka alam mo naman ako, madali akong kausap. Lagi ko pinapakita.
Yung patotoy ni Markki, gusto mo ring makita?
I mean, kung willingly ba naman, bakit ba naman hindi? Di ba?
Ang lagay eh.
Ang lagay eh. I mean, alam mo na. Mamaya, alam mo pag nagagaganyan ka, yung mga nakikinig sa atin, pamain po. Di ba I have never attended a live selling. I'm so curious.
Oh, same. I mean, I would come across it sometimes when you're just browsing on Facebook. Madadaanan mo siya. But like, I've never actually watched.
I have never, like,
not even like just scrolling through your feed tapos makikita mo.
Kasi I watched yung kay Madam Inuts because it went viral. Yung
I haven't seen that.
Part na that basta yung the one that got her famous. Yun, I watched that. Pero alam mo yung legit na ongoing na parang like wala lang, just to see what they're selling. I've never seen one.
I haven't watched live selling, but I have watched yung mga teleshop.
What's the difference?
Well, I mean,
hindi, parang home shopping network
home shopping
yung dating
network
nung...
yung isa.
Okay, that's different. I've seen a lot of those.
But it's kind of similar. It's just,
It's
you're just doing it on your own.
Except now you're doing it in your own platform. It's basically the same thing.
Oh, okay. And
from what I hear.
So here we go. Let's thank Makiel, Like Mike, and Patrick Starlord for the topic. Ang hirap mong mahalin. Number 10 from Maxim De Winter. Puro ka kasi utak, walang puso. Alam mo yung when you're with somebody who's so logical, medyo nakakapagod rin kasi parang like, wala bang element of humanity? Like everything is logic, everything, as long as it makes sense, even if it doesn't feel good, gets yung parang, wala, you'll just always stick to logic. because that's your thing.
That is true.
Number 9 from Keyteen Duenes. Alam mo, ang hirap. Pinapahirapan niyo ako sa mga code name niyo. This is something that someone says when they really don't know how to love. This is a different different take on the hashtag, because love is unconditional. Pero kasi for me, when you tell someone ang hirap mong mahalin, it's not necessarily ayaw mo na silang mahalin. Sinasabi mo lang na ang hirap. Gets? Like, hindi ka naman nakikipag-break up, hindi ka naman nakikipaghiwalay. You're just saying, you make it so difficult.
Yeah.
In the same way that
Right.
you can tell people, you're so easy to love. Diba? Meron din kasing ganun eh. Yung, you make it so easy. Like, you're just so wonderful. So, minsan, you can tell this to somebody you actually love without naman wanting to break up.
At saka parang mahirap din kasi to say na love is unconditional. Not in all situations.
Yeah.
Love can be conditional and there's nothing wrong with that.
Totoo yan. And
Unless you're like parent-child, like
and
I
even,
said.
even those who claim that their love is unconditional don't realize that they do still have conditions.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That the person they love still is able to meet.
That's
why they're staying.
that's actually what I told Kayla yesterday.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what, KK, you're so easy to love. I was listening to you on the radio and you just sound so pleasant.
Yeah. Hindi, kasi meron talagang taong ganon. Yung you just make meron talaga kasi taong like you make it so easy because they're just so
They're so-
affable.
That's true.
So
Yeah, and they
easy
make
to
you
love.
smile. Even
That's
Rico's
true.
smiling.
That's why I was like, Team Kayla, let's go.
That's true.
I love
that's
you,
true.
KK.
Mm-mm. And number 8 from Joey Managers. Ang hirap mong mahalin. I gave you a really nice bouquet of flowers and then you said, sana pinera mo na lang.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
Actually,
I mean,
anything na sabihan mo na sana pinera mo na lang, parang wow.
anything
There
na
goes my
binigay mo
effort.
tapos, they
May
have
effort ka eh.
they have a reaction other than being grateful.
Yeah,
That sucks.
yeah. It
That
does.
would suck.
Yung parang binilang ka na ng ice cream, tapos inaway ka pa. Di ba parang ang hirap, no?
Yeah.
Iba yun.
Yung
Hindi yun gift. Ice
Alam mo
cream
yung-
lang yun eh.
Alam mo yung nakapila
Joke
siya. Nakapila siya. Tapos parang like, I want to cheer her up. So let me just buy her ice cream. Tapos nagalit.
I was not in the mood. Like, I was not
Alam mo,
in
I'll never
the
forget
mood.
that story of yours for the rest of our lives.
I was not in the mood. I was already in the mood, in a bad mood. Alam mo yung parang, wag, just leave me alone.
In a mood mo rin. sabi niya. Nag-text siya ngayon lang. Pakisabi kay Hazel, in a mood mo
You know,
rin.
sometimes you have to also learn how your partner deals with, situations
Alam mo, that's
na
true.
ganon. Kasi
That's true.
parang, siguro, obviously had the best intentions, pero ako kasi parang when I'm already in that mood, I'm kind of like a monster. Like,
Yeah.
you just stay away from me. Like, leave me alone.
I'm Hazel and I am a monster.
Like you've never seen before.
And not in the radio sense. Hindi,
No,
pero totoo
diba?
yun ha. Like for example, alam mo yung sometimes sa papanood natin sa mga movies, sa mga K-drama, alam mo yung galit na siya, tapos yung aakapin siya nung guy, tapos yung parang like, and she'll break down in his arms. That works for some, but that doesn't work for all.
That's true.
Merong tao na pag mainit ang ulo, wag mo silang aakapin. Kasi talaga baka masuntok ka, masampal ka. Like,
Correct.
there are people na leave them alone, give them time with their thoughts, and then come back when they've cooled down. So, yeah, I know, I really do get it, na parang you have to know what makes your partner click. You have to know what makes them tick, what triggers them, what to do when they're angry, what to do when they're sad. Babasahin mo din kasi there's no one template for everyone.
Although, to be fair, that ex of mine, parang just, he triggered me all the time.
All the time.
Seeing him sometimes would trigger me.
Wala pa siyang ginagawa. Kawawa naman. I wanna give him a hug. Kawawa
Parang
naman siya.
eager kasi. Like, Like, I'm so happy to see him. Like, oh.
Alam mo yung statement mo ganito eh. Parang, you don't find him so annoying kasi he loves me so much.
Yeah. Like, oh my God. Like, I mean, just like relax.
You're horrible.
Relax with all the love. Like, oh my God.
God, I'm getting
Okay.
allergies because of the love.
I'm getting hives.
Speaking of triggers, ano yung mga triggers nyo?
Sa love?
Mga top 3 or bottom 3 or basta 3.
Sa love? Sa partner?
Sa love?
Yeah, sa partner.
That would piss me
That
off.
would piss you off.
That would piss me off. Okay. Pag yung kunyari I ask you a favor, tapos sabi mo parang, ayoko. Tapos bilang makikita ko gagawin mo sa ibang tao.
Ay.
Ayoko nun. Kasi parang sa akin yung like, if there is something na gagawin mong exception to what you like and don't like, it should be me. But I don't have a problem if, let's say, kunyari, I want to go ice skating. Don't like ice skating talaga eh. I can respect that and I won't force you. But don't let me catch you going ice skating with somebody else. Because ba't siya napapayag ka? Tas ako, who's supposed to be like, you're closest to me.
But hindi mo gusto
Bakit?
me.
You can't make an exception for me, but you can make an exception for somebody else. That's a bit of a trigger. Like I don't have to be your priority all the time. You don't have to do something you don't want just for me. But don't do it for somebody else.
But yeah, I think the worst also is like, for
I
example, you're with someone, tapos you break up, and like when you were together, you were thinking of getting married in this one particular place. Then biglang nagpakasal siya doon.
Ay,
ibang
with
level
someone
yun.
else.
Iba yun.
That's
Hindi,
a
tsaka
lot.
like alam mo yung you made plans for your wedding, tapos very specific ha. O ganito yung entrance natin, ito yung song. Tapos nag-break up kayo. Tapos kinasal siya and ginamit niya lahat ng mga pinlano nyo.
Oh, I would be so pissed.
Ginawa niya doon sa kung kanino siya kinasal.
Oh my
That's
God.
the worst.
Have some
That's the
originality.
Alam mo, parang get your own song, get your own whatever, di ba?
Yeah, that's so bad.
Whenever I hear that from someone, I'm just like, oh my gosh,
That's
I
horrible.
feel so bad for you.
That is horrible.
Ako mababa lang trigger ko eh. When they breathe. No, I'm just kidding.
Grabe siya,
I don't know. When they're too clingy, I don't like it.
Alam
Or when
mo.
when I don't get my way. Like yung nagpabebe ko tapos biglang parang
Alam mo yung
I still don't
prayer
get
ko talaga.
it.
Yung makatagpo ka ng katapat mo. Alam mo yung parang, kunyari biglang malaman mo, in love sa'yo si Lady Camden o si Madonna o si LVP. Tapos yung, ikaw yung magiging clingy, tapos mabibwisit sila sa'yo kasi ang clingy mo. Tapos ikaw yung lahat ng mga ayaw na ayaw mo ginagawa sa'yo, ginagawa mo kay Lady Camden. Tapos sila, she's so clingy. I don't get it.
ayoko.
I mean, I want some personal space, but
Oh
she's
my God.
always in my face.
Hi. No, but I think the thing is, I might get clingy if somebody weren't clingy.
Yeah.
Kasi nga parang usually in relationships, one person would have to be the clingy one and the other would be the non-clingy one. Diba?
That's true, huh?
So I do feel like I might get clingy kung hindi ako uunahan ng mga over-eager, over-clingy partners.
Shots have been fired.
True.
You have to understand, Hazel. May pamilya sila. Charot.
Anong sinasabi mo? Ayoko nga ng clingy, di ba? Kaya nga mas okay. I just want a part-time lover. No, I'm just kidding. No, but you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm just not a relationship type.
And number 7 from Camilo, ang hirap mong mahalin kasi you look at our relationship not as a loving partnership, but as a transaction. Ay, pero like, we always think na yung kasi pinapirahan mo or they get something material from you. Minsan yung transaction is not financial.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like you get something from me, I get something from you. That's why we hang out together, or that's why we're dating,
Yeah.
or that's why we're in a relationship.
normally that's how it works.
It's a transaction.
It is kind of a
Yeah,
transaction.
yeah.
to
Kasi
be honest.
immediately you think it's money pag
You
sinabing
immediately thought
transaction.
that,
But
right?
yeah, not always the case.
Not always, but
for me it's hugs.
Mm.
If you give good hugs,
Alam mo,
then
kunyari ka lang na you're not the relationship type like me.
I know.
Pero
I know.
my
this
gosh.
is what happened. This
You're
is what
more like
happened,
Chico
Hazel.
than you know.
I am more. The thing is, you met me right after like a big relationship, but
Sabi mo not
during that relationship,
This shady bitch! Still at it. Did you catch that?
a little relationship. But we'll talk about that later. Anyway, Chico and I, yeah, like I was basically Chico.
Yeah, I saw it.
He's
In your relationship
I saw
then.
it.
he's
I saw
seen
it.
me how I am when I'm in a relationship, and like I don't give anything to anyone else but my ex or my whoever I'm with.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, like my whole mindset changed. I'm not gonna say because I met you, but because it so happened that I joined the morning rush right after a breakup. And yun, 4 years later,
And then ano,
I became
I brought out the best in you. Parang na-encourage lang namin.
yes.
For you to
So I'm
be-
becoming more like you
Right.
than like my past.
Mm. So parang ano, like, ano yun? What's the term I'm looking for? Parang Hazel killed the love in your heart.
Grabe naman!
Grabe yung killed whatever
Yung parang pag
remaining.
nadikit ka sa akin, alam mo yung
Oo,
mag-wither
diba?
yung mga ano mo.
Yung para sa ano, yung para sa Beauty and the Beast, yung rose, yung isa-isang nalalaglag yung peta.
Let's just say I turned into Maleficent.
Or-
I went from Aurora to Maleficent.
Or parang naging The Rock ka, ganon. Medyo tumigas.
Yeah, totoo
naging
yan.
bato.
Naging bato.
Oo.
ganon.
Yes,
Parang
that's what
ganon.
happened. That's what the morning rush
But,
has done to
you
me, which is
know,
great because I've accepted my truth.
Your hard
My
side.
heart.
But I feel like the Chico in you still remains.
Yeah.
It's
For
going
sure.
to come out at some point, right?
Mhm.
Like, it's just still there because that's who you are, essentially.
Yeah.
Oo. So parang, I think, as with most people, na when they discover another side of themselves, nagiging extremes. They go
Yeah.
from one extreme to another until they find the middle ground.
True.
And they stay there.
Parang nagbabounce-bounce ka lang,
Mm-mm.
tapos paliit ng paliit yung difference.
Yes.
And number 6 from Archer Aguilar, pag ako, galit ka kaagad. Pero pag ikaw naman, hihirit ka ng, sus, para yun lang, galit agad.
Bad trip.
Like you're allowed to get angry, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Like, ikaw, the smallest thing. And
How
you,
is that fair?
You completely lose it. Tapos pag ako, parang you always like, sus, para yun lang, galit agad.
Maliit na bagay.
Malit na bagay.
Yeah.
Number 5 from Coco Hernandez. Kasi laging talo yung matalino at mabait dahil bad boy ang gusto mo. Oh, like alam mo yung medyo it's frustrating because let's say you're a good boy. Tapos the one you're with infinitely prefers bad boys. Parang, paano yan?
Pero kung bad boy tapos bobs, no thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I
True.
mean, I guess there are times when you're not looking for anything more than
Ako kasi I can't in general. I just don't want to be around you, period. If you're like, sorry to say it, but if you're really like stupid, like
Yeah.
I would rather just not deal with you, period.
Parang in general.
In general.
Romance or
Yeah, I don't
friendship
care for
or-
like yeah.
Number 4
Ganun.
from Lord Camden. You always told me I was smart and amazing ever since I was the first in the family to finish college. Tapos when I started having my own opinions na, which just happened to be different from yours, suddenly I'm stupid and walang alam.
Ooh.
Yung parang they praise you when they see how you think, pero magkaroon kayo, on the same page kayo, but the moment you're not on the same page, parang suddenly you're not as smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, lots
Especially
of
when they
those these days.
and especially
Lots of
when
those.
you're related to them, and especially when you love them dearly and you know that they love you. It's a little hard to take. Number 3 from Not Isidro, yung napapaluha ka mag-entry sa top 10 kasi naaalala mo pa rin how painful it is to think that you will no longer be spending the rest of your life with the person you planned to spend it with. Yeah, that's the
Ouch.
problem. And number 2 from Jungkook's Girl, ang hirap mong mahalin. You keep ridiculing my faith. I'm not even forcing you to believe in what I believe in. Pero sana naman, you stop making fun of me
Yeah.
for my faith. That's weird. I don't know why you have to make fun of it.
Yeah, just it's one of the things that make me kind of take a step back when it comes to the world of drag.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so into it, right?
Yeah.
I love drag queens. I love drag race, drag, whatever. But like, some queens kasi can be very shady towards religion.
Religion.
And like, they don't even try to hide it or sugarcoat it. Like, they
Yeah,
just
they're
all
very
out make fun
straightforward.
of stuff like that.
Kasi parang
I
you
feel
don't-
uncomfortable.
Yeah,
I feel
parang ano
uncomfortable.
kasi, parang you don't have to be into it.
Yeah.
You can even disagree with it. But there's no point to mock it
And then
constantly.
what happens is, because obviously I am a believer, I have my faith, right? When I watch people that I support and they make fun of the religion, or they kind of, yun nga, parang they ridicule it, yung parang it makes me question na, should I be supporting this person?
I get
By
it.
supporting this person, does this mean that I am supporting like the treatment of my religion?
Of the
Like the
thing that you
disrespect.
believe in.
Oh,
yeah,
the blasphemy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I'm like, and then I get a little weirded out by it. So then I just kind of not support them as much.
Yeah.
I just support other queens. You know what I mean? There are certain queens. I will tell you later.
Hindi
Yeah.
kasi ano yan eh, parang recently we just had the elections, di ba? Yung minsan it's so hard to choose kasi like for example, you have a senator that you like.
Yeah.
Tapos support niya yung isang cause na gusto mo. Pero kalaban siya nung isang namang support yung cause na gusto mo.
Yes.
Ang hirap. Yung parang
Yung
like-
conflicted ka
Oo,
tuloy.
sobra, di ba? Like, I've seen this, na parang, agree ako sa kanya dito, pero naku, disagree ako dun sa
Oo.
kabila.
Yeah.
So, alin ang mas matimbang?
Yeah.
And how do you choose? Di ba? So,
So difficult.
sometimes it's like that. Like, you stand the personality, but if they super disrespect something that's very close to your heart, you're also like,
yeah.
Yeah, I know what you
"Ooh,
mean.
what do I
I
do
know
with
what
this?"
It's hard.
It's difficult.
But you know what? It goes both ways naman.
How
For
so?
example, what if someone from the religious faith decides to say something about things that you believe in that they don't particularly believe in?
Oh, yeah, well.
Ganon din yun.
That's the
It's the
same thing.
It is the same
Goes
thing.
both ways.
Yeah, and sometimes, like, for example, just going back to my example of, like, certain drag queens, sometimes the reason why they're like that probably was because they were disrespected by people from that religion.
Exactly.
Very
and so,
true.
You know,
Yes.
so they now feel like kalaban nila yon, period.
Mhm.
And everybody who believes.
And they're also now on the attack.
Exactly.
So,
that's why that's why it makes you feel conflicted.
it's complicated.
Because who knows? It probably comes from a place of
Hurt.
insecurity and hurt. Yeah.
True.
That's true. Number, what? That's our top entry. And we're going to play a couple of songs.
Was that the top? No, it was not.
Yes, it was.
No.
And the top. Ang Hirap Mong Mahalin comes from Hey Tina.
Hey, Tina says.
Hey Tina says, you respect other people's opinions only when it agrees with yours.
Ay, ang hirap.
Hirap yan. Mahirap yan. Kasi parang like,
We're not robots. We
It-
can't all be programmed the same way.
and it's not really respecting other people's
No, it's
opinions.
not.
Because
No, it's not.
when you say you respect other people's opinions, it means
as long
you
as you
respect,
share the same opinion.
it means you respect people's opinions even when they're not the same.
Even
Oh.
when they're not the same as
Yeah.
yours.
Yeah.
Right.
So there you go. We'll be playing a couple of songs in the RX booth, but we will stay on Facebook Live.
So if you're not there yet, please join us. We're also on YouTube Live and Twitch TV. But for now, listen to David Guetta, Becky Hill, and Ella Henderson only here on Monster RX 93.1. Yo, yo, yo!
Crazy what love can do. La 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 la. Oh, that song stuck in my head.
Crazy what love can dare.
Oh, kailangan natin i-greet. Happy birthday greet daw.
Who?
Oh, okay.
Who?
Who?
Hindi, instead of birthday blending, ano na lang to? Birthday Marilyn. Nung isa dyan.
Yes, I
Marilyn?
think birthday Marilyn.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
Ay,
Solo. You can do
sus.
it. You can do it.
Sino ba yung may birthday?
Sino pa ba?
Okay.
Tingnan mo sa
okay.
comment section. Ayun no. Dami kasing nagig...
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Goyo.
Ginagoyo ka eh.
Happy birthday, Mr. President. Yon. Yon.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Markki. Sana
Happy birthday.
i-video mo na lang tapos itag mo later.
Ay,
Shoot,
nako.
hindi ko
Nako.
talaga. Oh, it's here na.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Playback.
Alam nyo na.
Alam mo na yan.
Kayo na bahala.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. It's so funny when I get messages now, like especially after All Out Sunday. So they're like, Markki, I can't believe I didn't know that you sing.
Oh my gosh. What?
I'm just like, yeah.
What?
I actually started as a singer.
That was the first
Just
job.
let all y'all
Trying to do
know.
that for a living.
That's how I got in the industry.
Mm-mm.
So,
Pareho
yeah.
tayo di ba? Ako rin, before I became a DJ, I was... Ang daming hater.
Hindi ko naman. Nasamid lang
Napaka-hater
ako.
nito.
Nasamid lang ako.
Ganon. Pareho
Honestly.
tayo. As I was saying, pareho tayo.
Oh my God! Something is in my throat.
Ang shady. Mga walang kwenta. Ayaw sundan yung narrative ko.
Chico, the recording artist yan! Wag kayo!
Oo, di ba?
Oo.
Ay, naku. Bahala kayo.
Sample nga.
Ay, walang orchestra eh.
Oh, opera.
Ano, kasi
Opera.
Hindi naman ako opera eh. Ano ako? R&B. R&B! R&B eh. Ano ako? Parang Neo. Ganon, Neo.
Oo, hindi R&B. Rhythm ni
Rhythm Nino.
Rhythm ni B.
Ay, well, yeah. Ay,
Ay, nako.
ano ako eh, rhythm and blues. Well, a little bit, ano rin ako, like old school soul, kaya ko din. Oh.
Wow.
And, yeah.
Oh, go. Do something soulful.
Mm,
Aretha.
R-E-S-P-C-T. Abba-lamba-bam-bandi. R-E-S-P-C-T. I don't know the lyrics. Ay, nako.
Uy, roll. Last year pa pala.
Ano?
Wala.
Ay, nako.
So, Rolling Stone released like a list of Ariana Grande's top 50 songs. Like they ranked it.
What? Oh,
And I don't know if you would
agree?
agree necessarily with like the top 10. Okay, how
Oh.
about we play a little game since we only have one more song before we go back on air. You haven't seen the list, right? Both
No,
of
I
you.
have
So
not.
don't look at it.
I have not.
And then I want both of you to try to get as many as you can in the top 10. So paramihan kayo ng songs na napasok sa top 10. So give me Ariana titles one at a time, like take turns. And then I'll tell you if it's in the top.
But can I look at the list No, I mean like kunyari
Like
lang.
her
Just her
discography.
discography.
Yeah, you
Because
can look at
I
her
don't have
discography.
all of them memorized.
But like, or
so,
you can
sige,
pick
sige, just ano
off the
lang.
top of your head
So
also.
Ariana songs.
Okay, so Markki, who wants to go first? Like, give me a title and I'll tell you if it's part of the top 10.
Okay, I got it. I got the list here.
Side to side.
Side to side. Okay, that's your entry. And it is not part of the top
Ay,
10.
si
Oh,
Chico,
me.
wala ka sa ano.
Meron ako. Problem.
Problem with Iggy Azalea
Yes.
is not part
What?
of the top 10
What?
Ariana Grande songs.
Thank you,
As
next.
per Rolling Stone.
Thank you, next.
Thank you. Next is song number 5. So,
Oh.
1 point,
I have 1
Markki.
point.
Sige. Ako, I know.
Ah.
This is Rolling Stone nga pala. God is a Woman.
God is a Woman is number 10. 1 point,
Ang
Chico.
bobo. Sige na nga.
7 Rings.
7 Rings is not part of the top
Huh?
10.
Ooh. No Tears Left to Cry.
No Tears Left to Cry is number 2.
Galing.
Yes.
2 points, Chico. 1 point, Markki.
POV.
Is not part of the top 10.
Okay, I got one. Break Free.
Break Free is not part of the top
How
10.
can that not be?
It's not. It's not part of the top 10.
Uh,
Believe it or not.
69.
It's not in the top 10.
34 plus 35.
Hindi rin.
It's not in the top 10.
Ha?
No.
Into You.
Is the number 1 song.
Yes.
So, you got that right.
Okay.
Markki, it's your
Nag-thank
turn.
you next ka na ba, Chico?
Ikaw
Ay.
yun.
Nag-thank you next na ako.
Mm-mm.
Ay. No Tears Left to Cry.
Si Chico na hulaan niya.
Ano?
Mm-mm.
Hindi ko na alam yung mga songs ni Ariana.
Oh, wala na. Time's up na. Chico
Okay.
won this one.
Positions pala, positions.
Yay.
I don't think it's there. Number 1, Into You. Number 2, No Tears Left to Cry. Number 3, Ghostin', which
I don't even know
What?
that song.
Number 4, Bad Idea.
Ha? I don't know that
Number
song.
5, Thank You Next. Number 6, One Last Time. Number 7, Touch It. Number 8, Imagine. Number 9, Rain on Me with Lady Gaga. And number 10, God is a Woman. Right?
That's so
Gosh,
strange.
it's so
There are some
strange.
songs that
List.
I've never actually heard of.
Yung gusto ko, ano yun yung duet with a guy?
The Weeknd?
No.
Or
Yung older.
Kashmir Cat?
Older.
Oh, wait.
Monster RX93.1. Time for the top 10 for today.
Yes, we're still on Facebook Live and we just gave everybody the top 10 Ariana Grande song ranked by Rolling Stone.
I know, right?
We played a little game. I asked Chico and Markki to guess. Chico won. He guessed more. But yeah, actually some of the songs part of the top 10 were pretty surprising.
Yeah.
Kasi
Like,
parang,
I've never heard of those songs before.
like, yeah, there are certain songs that I'm like, huh? I would have thought Break Free would be there.
Yeah.
Break
It's
Problem
iconic.
also. Yeah, I thought
Problem.
would be there.
Kasi
I thought
maybe not so much like successful, but more like, well, I don't know, siguro artistic or...
maybe kasi it's
Maybe.
Rolling Stone. So I
Oo
don't
eh.
think charts matter.
No.
Yeah.
Tsaka yung just because, I don't think they limited it to songs that were released as a single.
Yeah.
Kahit album cuts, I guess, they got into it.
Pasok.
Here we go. Final top 10 for today. Thanking Makil, Like Mike, and Patrick Starlord for the topic. Number 10 from Say. Ang hirap mong mahalin. Napaka-hot and cold mo. It's so confusing. Have you ever been? Kasi I've never had naman ganyan. Pero like, I can imagine na, alam mo yung, I would think people who were in a relationship with me would probably say this about me. Alam mo, like one moment, super malambing, bilang the next moment, ang cold. But only because it's the Gemini in me, and I'm very moody. But
Yeah.
I can imagine it could be very frustrating.
Yeah.
It could be said about me as well.
It is
Yeah,
so
maganyan
frustrating.
talaga. Ako, admittedly, that's one of my, like you have to know, and when I'm quiet, you have to know the difference between my quiet moments. I have a quiet na just leave me alone. I'll snap out of it on my own. Snap out of it. I'll snap out of it on my own. And then there's the quiet that talk to me.
I want you to dig
I
deep.
want you to yes. Yeah, like I want you to ask me
I
what's
want
wrong.
you to give it to me.
I want you to like make me feel like you care or you're worried why I'm being quiet.
Pero alam mo yan yung mood swings na yan, ako pa nga, sometimes it can happen on the same day within like minutes.
Yeah.
Like one
Yes.
moment I'm like very like all
Yes.
happy and lovey-dovey, and then like
Mhm.
suddenly I just kind of snap out of it,
Yep.
and I'm just
Snap out of it. Para ano, no, when they imitate Cher, it's like she's not a horse.
Not a whore.
Like, and di ba I showed you the actual scene
yeah.
of Cher? Because that they got that from Moonstruck.
Hindi naman ganon.
Hindi naman
Kasalanan
ganon.
ni Tamisha Iman to eh.
Wait, how does it look ba? Wait.
No, she just goes, snap out of it.
Wala
Ganun
naman
lang.
siya.
Snap out of it. Hindi naman ganon. Grabe. And also, number 9 from Camilo, ang hirap mong mahalin. Kasi our relationship is one big walking on eggshells. Alam mo yung parang lagi kang, you're so careful because anything you say will be like a start of a fight. Like, do I even say it? Do I even comment? Do I even like
That would be my college boyfriend's
entry?
entry
Oh.
about me, probably.
Yeah.
College, high school, like.
And lalo na kung di mo pa basado yung partner mo. Yung parang
Yeah.
you're like, why did she suddenly get angry? So now you're not sure how to proceed?
Because she's annoyed at your face. Irita lang siya, ganon.
Okay.
Annoyed.
Number 8 from ODH. Ang hirap mong mahalin, you require me to give you access to all of my social media accounts.
No, that's too much.
That's kind of weird.
That's
a little
like
weird.
you don't trust them enough.
And it doesn't work,
So
huh?
annoying.
Like even if they agreed to give you all of their social media accounts, if they want to cheat, they will cheat.
Yes, and they will find
They will find other avenues.
alter
Yes.
accounts even
Yes.
that you don't know about, and it's gonna make it harder for you
Kaya
to
sa akin
spy
parang,
on
you know,
them.
Like deal with it at the root. Don't go to the like leaves. Go to the root, diba?
Yeah.
Na, do you still want to be with me? Because you seem to be so busy like checking out other people.
And trust me, some people can have multiple phones with multiple
Exactly.
Yeah,
accounts.
and if they want to be with you, but they still have that problem of let's just say cheating, and it's up to you to accept it.
Yeah.
If you don't accept it, let them go. But if you do accept it,
Deal with it.
Deal
But,
with
but
it.
ano, like the whole lurking in the shadows, trying to catch them, policing them. Actually, that's the perfect word
That
for
sounds
it.
exhausting.
It's exhausting, and not just for them, also for you.
Yeah.
you
Diba?
become toxic along with them.
So ano, like every day, chicken mo isa-isa, check the Twitter, check the IG,
That's
check the Facebook.
not a relationship
Not a
you want to
relationship.
be in.
Yeah, it's a warden prisoner kind of relationship.
Which isn't so bad. if
Well, kung naka-ano kasi,
if
kung
it's,
naka-cosplay,
if it's from certain
go.
websites, medyo
Kung
exciting eh.
naka-cosplay,
Pwede
go,
yun.
go.
Oo, pero kapag hindi
Pag
cosplay,
true to life,
I
medyo
know,
parang
I
no,
know. Pass.
you don't want that.
Number 7 from Juice Blank. Ang hirap mong mahalin. True story. We would always argue. And then I told her, kasi pag tinatoyo ka, parang reset. Lahat ng magandang nagawa ko. Back to zero effort, zero emotional investment, zero quality time. Parang I have to start from scratch pag nagalit ka and try to win you over. Again and again. Yung doesn't matter if I was a great boyfriend for years. If you get mad, I'm back to zero. And I have to build again everything.
yeah.
Yun ang exhausting. Para kasi yung Drew Barrymore, yung 51st Dates.
Ay, oo.
Yung parang like,
pagkagising
like,
ulit.
who you again, parang hindi na kita kilala, balik ka naman, liligawan mo na
But
naman.
then if you find
I-intro mo na naman.
But if you
sarili.
find someone like that who can keep up with you, oh my gosh.
Who's
You're
willing
so
to put in the work
lucky.
Yeah,
every time.
True. Number 6 from Call Me Rovi. It's not you, it's me. Problem is, I've already had the taste of perfection. So now, hirap na kitang mahalin.
Ay,
Kasi
ay.
parang you have like a barometer of what you want. So everybody else who falls short would be like, man, I can't love you as much.
Mm.
Yeah, problema yan, problema. Number 5 from the Jedi Master. Ang hirap mong mahalin to my mom who passed away last year. I have said sorry and I have moved on. But, the human side of me still can't get over the fact that you chose another family over us.
Yeah.
Malalim
That's
kasi yan
so
eh.
painful.
Malalim. And you know what? Allow yourself the time for that. Kasi minsan, di ba, when something like that happens, when they pass away, you feel guilty if you still feel that you have issues with them because you feel horrible about it. But don't, kasi like these are legitimate feelings.
Yeah.
You don't have to hate them, but
Don't push it.
like also don't have to force yourself to be
Okay with it.
okay with it.
Don't push those feelings away because they will catch up to you and it'll probably be worse in the
That's true.
future.
That's true.
You have complete distaste for your father or mother, whoever it is left.
Yeah, true.
And it'll add to your abandonment issues, and abandonment issues are terrible.
Oh my gosh. Those are
Ugh.
major. Those are major. And sometimes you don't know it,
That you have
abandonment issues. It's not always as clear cut as you think.
Yeah.
They don't like to be left alone. They don't like. It's not always as literal as that. Like sometimes it bleeds into your relationships, your friendships, your romantic relationships.
What you do is you push people away.
Yep.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
you're scared to get hurt, so you make them feel the hurt that you were supposed to feel,
Hindi,
but then you end up feeling it anyway.
Saka abandonment issue kasi is like, it's not in your power. Iniwan ka eh. So what you do is, ako ang iiwan sa inyo.
Right.
Because it kind of like
I'll
gives
leave you before you leave me.
Yes, because it kind of gives you that false sense of power, which you felt was taken away from you. Yeah,
You're basically doing to them what your parent or whatever figure that was did to you.
Yeah. Number 4 from Jungkook's girl. Parati kang may mema about BTS to the point na ayaw na lang kitang kausapin kasi you can't stop making snide remarks about them knowing full well how they make me happy. Ako pero it's really it's a very human reaction. Alam mo yung minsan yung when somebody brings up something that they're super into and you're not into it, yung alam mo yun, meron kasi kang yung it's that. Yung parang like
Basag trip.
bakit ka galit? Yung hindi ka naman pinipilit makinig, manood, mag-stan.
Yeah.
Gets?
Why you ruining my vibe, man?
Yung parang all you have to do is like, okay, you like that? Okay.
Cool.
Pero meron tayong urge talaga when somebody brings up something very popular that they like. Meron tayong instant ugh. And you have to ask yourself, why that? Why that reaction? So you're not into it. So it's not your thing. I mean, there's no need to be uggy about it. Yeah.
Alcacid.
Diaz. And
like, kunwari, diba? Normally, whenever Chico brings up K-drama, Hazel and I are like, ugh. But like yesterday, I gave Chico a call.
Yeah, weird.
Surprisingly, like, Chico, ugh. But I have a question.
Alam mo yung nakakairita kasi I was already in bed.
What was the question?
Naka-lace panties na ako.
My God. The visual.
The visuals.
Oh, no.
Tapos tinawagan ako.
Oh, tapos. Ano yung question?
Will you be my coffee prince? No. I asked Chico what a good series to watch is for someone, not because I want to watch a K-drama series, but because I'm about to guest in a K-drama inspired series.
So you have to kind of
So I want to
watch.
know, like, give me one particular episode that'll give me a idea of K-drama.
I see.
In a nutshell.
And
like not the mga K-horror stuff, yung mga kilig-kilig.
Yung
Yeah.
kilig-kilig,
What
yeah.
did he reco?
Yun, Coffee Prince.
Yun talaga.
No, not because it's the best one. Ako feeling ko kasi, for people who don't watch, if you want an idea, that's kasi one of the more, yung template,
Yeah.
one of the OGs. So if you want to get a taste of it, I can't give you something that's very unique or very out of the box. I have to give you something that gets the spirit of it. And I was telling Markki, okay lang ba sa'yo medyo luma kasi because that's pretty old compared to, it's not like Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha or 25-21. Like it's 20s, 2000s or 2010s. Parang
Okay.
2010s yata. So yeah, that's what I recommended. If you want to get the spirit of it.
Okay.
Yeah. And number 3 from Tampupu, ang hirap mong mahalin, your little quirks that I used to find adorable are now the same things that I can't stand about you.
Oh, generally,
Oh,
that's how
normal.
it is, diba?
That's really normal. Number 2 from Jimin's Girl, di ka naman mahirap mahalin eh. Mahirap kang mapasa akin.
Wow.
Ooh. Yes, story of our lives. And the top, ang hirap mong mahalin, comes from Lord Camden.
Lord Camden says,
Yung super chummy siya sa'yo and calls you her gay best friend. Pero against naman siya sa any form of same-sex union.
ay, ba't ganun?
So alam mo yung, like, you get it and you respect her point of view, lalo na kung religious yung belief. But at the same time, it's like, how can you say you love me? How can you say I'm your best friend when you don't think I deserve to enjoy the same rights that you do?
Yeah.
That's hard to reconcile. I'm not saying there's a right and a wrong to this. I'm just saying dalawang nagbabangga ang mundo yan eh. And it's hard to like, how do you make the two coexist? Because they're polar opposites.
Where do I start?
Yeah, so there you go. What about us? What's our
I love how you
entries?
cut me off. My auntie's not gonna be happy.
Ay,
Uh-oh.
Markki. Oh, nag-join siya. Andiyan yung auntie mo sa Facebook lang.
Hello.
Ay, nako.
Yes.
Oh, speaking of...
I voted for him
Speaking of, sige.
as a senator.
Oh,
I guess that's my entry.
oh sige.
LGBT yung entry ko.
Oh,
Ang
sige,
hirap mo
sige.
mahalin. Dapat iti-tweet ko to eh. Ang hirap mahalin ni Lady Camden. Tsaka ni Raja. Kasi kahit gano'n ko sila mahalin, pointless
Hindi
eh.
nila ibabalik
Number
yung
one,
pagmamahal mo.
si Raja, as I was telling them, I'm so happy All-Star 7 is happening like, in a week. And the promotions they're getting, sobrang mainstream.
Yeah.
Like, it's wild. The promotional tour that they're doing at the moment. Tapos, I also love that everybody is showing her so much love and respect. And like,
Yeah.
parang newfound appreciation for fans that never got to watch her season. And also, nabuhay yung mga dati ring fans. So, she's getting a lot of attention. And I'm like, nung hindi pa siya kasali sa All-Star 7, nung nananahimik siya na season 3 winner lang siya, hindi na niya sinisin kahit yung mga stories ko na tinatag ko siya or mga messages. Paano pa ngayon na over 1 million na yung followers niya?
Yeah.
Mas madami ng active na nagpapapansin sa kanya, nagpa-fan art. Tapos si Lady Camden naman, naka-Instagram live, naka-join ako, na-notify ako. I kept commenting, trying to say hi, I love you. Like, trying to ask questions. Kaso ang mga sinasagot niyang mga questions, hi Lady Camden, tips on bottoming. Mga ganun yung mga pinapansin. Isa naman ako lulugar, di ba? Paano naman ako? What's a girl to do to get your attention? Puro ganun. Like,
oh my God.
parang may nag-comment, parang, hey, Lady Camden, will you top me? Yun yung mga pinapansin niya na
Dapat
Tapos comment niya, oh no, I'm too lazy to top.
Oh
Like,
my
oh my
gosh.
God, my girl.
Top up. Kasi nagpa-pay Maya siya eh. Ganun, top up.
So I'm just saying,
Top
ang hirap nila mahalin kasi no matter what I do, wala.
Oh,
Walang mapapala dito.
I'm telling you, you
let's-
should
Bili
make
na lang ako ng
you should
merch.
make an account, make an
A boy
alter
account.
account, and just use my I'll give you access to my photos.
Oh my God.
I-catfish mo na lang sila.
Catfish na sila.
Lala, no,
I-catfish mo na lang sila.
ang lala. No, ikakat, kailangang mang-catfish
Mang-catfish ka na lang.
Mm.
Gamitin
Ang
mo yung picture ni
saklap,
Markki.
ang saklap. Like, my God. Wala.
Huh.
Hirap.
Okay. Uh yes, so I I have family members
Mm.
who, well, we share similar, let's just say, political views. But when it comes to a certain topic, which is gay marriage,
Mm-hmm.
they, well, obviously do not agree at all, 100%. So, like, when you go on a family chat and actively tell people not to vote for a candidate because of that,
Oh.
that is when pwede ko talagang sabihin sa sarili ko, you know what? Ang hirap mo talagang mahalin. You person, you. I'm not gonna say who you are, but you.
You make it so hard.
You make it so hard.
Yeah.
So just leave the groups for a
Leave the chat.
while.
Oo, totoo.
30 days. May option na ganon sa Viber. 30 days, you leave the chat.
Parang snooze mo muna.
Parang
for
hindi naman FO, pero alam mo yung like hindi naman family over, but like you know, I will return.
Just take a break.
Let's take a break. Yeah.
Yeah,
Might
and
be healthier.
but
for your
it was
relationship.
great though, because after that happened, I got messages from other family members who were like, you know what, I voted for that particular candidate because
Aw.
I do believe that the LGBT community deserve the right to get married.
So do I.
Yeah.
So do I.
We all do.
Yes.
Daya.
Huh?
Wala.
Ano daw?
But yeah, nothing.
Say that again?
Hindi, sabi ko lang si Markki, yung Philippine version na Daya,
Mm.
Betty.
Yes.
Yeah, Daya.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, there you go.
What's yours?
Oh yeah. Ako yun. Yung parang yun nga. Yung, alam mo yun, because I've experienced it. Yung parang like, there are certain people na, when yung lagi na lang, they'll bring up something, tas yung thought in your head is like, what is it today? Ano na naman? Ano na naman ang nagawa ko? Yung ganon, yung parang like,
Lagi may issue.
laging may issue, and it's really exhausting. And no matter how you feel about them, you're like, ano na naman? For what reason mo na naman ako ipapako sa krus? Yung parang like, I swear, like it is exhausting. Yeah, and for me, there are other things kasi na we can disagree about stuff and like, pero yung sana minsan ko-concede ka, minsan ako'y magko-concede. Meron kasing tao talaga na yung
Ayaw patalo.
hindi, ikaw lagi ang mali, ako lagi ang tama. Nakakapagod. And
Which
minsan
is-
you're like,
yeah.
it's all good. Alam, kanya-kanya na lang tayo.
Which is why I love our show because, as much as we shade each other, we usually share the same
Oh, yes.
sentiments.
Oh,
So
yes.
it's like every morning, what's the
Mhm.
tea?
Mhm.
Who
And-
do we hate today?
And alam mo, yung shade na naririnig niyo on air, it's like 1/10
It's nothing.
of
It's
the
not even.
off-air
It's
shade.
this
Oh my
tiny.
gosh.
Oh my god. Yes.
Oh my
I swear,
gosh.
TMR Untucked, if only.
It should be called TMI.
Ay! Oo.
Yeah.
Ano yan? Pwede if
Yes.
pag nagkaroon tayo ng Patreon, if you subscribe, you will get access to TMR Untucked.
Sabi ni
Ganun.
Nathaniel, oo nga, kayo nagka-cancel sa isa't isa.
But you know what? It's better to be honest than fake.
Yeah.
Let's just
Yeah.
keep that in
Yeah.
mind.
That's one thing that we do here. We keep it
we
100.
keep
We
it
keep it
100. We keep it real.
Yeah.
If it doesn't need to be said out loud, sometimes we keep it to ourselves, but we will continually shade whoever these people are
True.
that annoy us.
eh.
But it's who we are.
Yeah.
We're not faking it. We are ourselves.
And remember, the girl said get it. The girl said not.
Don't. Done.
So, yun lang yun. If you listen enough, you will get it.
You will
if
get
you
it.
don't get it yet, you will. Keep listening to us. And yeah. Kasi yung mga ibang malditang nakikinig, gets na nila.
Gets
We don't
nila
even have to
yun.
say, they don't even have to hear the untucked pair. Alam na nila yan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's how
Sabi
it
nga
anyway.
ni
works.
Michelangelo, mag-meet and greet na. Sana nga eh. Di ba? Sana
Oh, yeah.
Soon.
Siguro
you know?
in small
Maybe in small
batches,
doses, yeah.
maybe, yeah, pwede.
I think pwede na soon.
Okay. But
Anyway.
thank you for joining us.
Thank you
It's
so
the
much.
weekend.
It's the end of the
It's
week.
Friday.
But some of
Again, you
us,
guys are like, oh my gosh, weekend. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to Subic tomorrow for taping. But you know what? Work is work, but
Work
still
is
I need a
work.
weekend.
but you know what? Some of us have to do countdown top 7
You
tonight
too,
live
both of us.
at 7 o'clock.
It's a weekend.
And have a show
Chico.
tomorrow, the Hazel Maze, at 5 p.m. So
That's
yeah.
life, right?
That's life. That's life.
Mm,
But
that's life.
let's be thankful we have jobs.
Let's be thankful we
Let's
have
be
jobs.
thankful.
Amen.
Yeah.
If not, we'll be shading everyone online. So at
Yeah.
least we have jobs to keep us busy.
We gotta go. We got to go. Okay. So let's go.
Bye, guys. We love you.
Enjoy the
See you
weekend.
later. See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, see
We'll leave you
you.
with Zach Carlo. Bye.
Bye.